Welcome back to Trove One, everybody. I got the tow truck because we've had the lift stuck in the yard because I got it stuck trying to cut these trees down a couple weeks ago, one of our other videos. This lift isn't designed for driving on dirt, but, well, if you saw the video, I trimmed some branches out of there. I still need to drop these trees, but I haven't yet. But I need to get this out. I got a new replacement handle so I can fix my handle so it'll work better. And so I'm gonna get this out of my yard so I can load it back up, take it back to work, because we'll probably need it on the job here pretty quick. And then we're gonna be working on stuff around the house today. I don't know what all yet, but we'll figure it out. All right, we need to move this wrecked one now because I want to put it over here. So all these are in order that don't work. Then I decided I'm going to give you a full walk around, or I'm going to show you, however you want to classify it, of all my Chevy trucks, because I've got more here at the house than I'll probably ever have again because I just happen to have a lot of them here. So let's get this moved and then I'll show you all my trucks.
I want to see that back tire. That tire is rolling.
All right, guys, so this is probably why you clicked on this video when you saw the thumbnail. So if you're one of our people that follows us because you like these old Chevys and stuff, this video is for you. And if you're more into our family stuff and some of that type, or homesteading sort of stuff, well, this one's not really for you. This is just vehicles. I'm going to show you these because I'm going to have a bunch of them home, and I know some of you find it interesting. So we'll just start with some of the clunkers over here, and then we'll move over to the camper eventually. So let's just get into them. This one is a 2002 3500 dually, 1 ton. It has the Duramax diesel in it. It is 4-wheel drive, automatic transmission. It's got an Allison transmission in it, and it doesn't run. I picked it up as a really good deal. Got this big heavy duty flatbed on it. So eventually I would like to fix this, but it needs quite a bit of money spent on the motor to get it back running. It's only got like 160,000 miles on it. So it was a really good deal, but I got to spend quite a bit more money on it to actually make it usable. So this is a non-running truck that hopefully eventually I'll get fixed up and we'll have a 1-ton diesel. That's my only Duramax, my only 1-ton. All right, now we're on to this one. This one is a Chevy Suburban 2500. This is a 2000 year model. It's a 3/4 ton Suburban. This had a 6.0 in it. It's actually the 6.0 that's in that Suburban now. So I pulled the drivetrain out of this, the motor and transmission. We pulled it out of here. We put it in there. But this is a 4-wheel drive Suburban, 3/4 ton with a really, really clean body. There is 0 rust on the rockers. It's the whole reason I bought this. It was a really good price. It had 240-something thousand miles on it when I got it. So higher mileage, but super, super clean body. So eventually, this is my plan with this is to make this into our Mega Burb. I'm going to build a 6-door Suburban. So I'm going to chop this one in half. Then I got to get the front end of either a crew cab truck or another Suburban with an 8.1 in it or a Duramax. And then build a Mega 12-passenger, 6-door, 3/4 ton Suburban. That's down the road at some point when I have money. I ain't got any money right now. Probably because I have all these clunkers sitting around. This one used to be one of my work vehicles, and I got sideswiped. I got T-boned not sideswiped, T-bone. Someone ran a stop sign, nailed me when I was working one day in this. And this used to be a really, really nice GMC Yukon XL. That's the longer version. It's a half ton. It had the 5.3 in it. It was 4-wheel drive. It was an LT, had the heated seats. This was a 2005. This was a really nice Yukon. Drove good. I loved it. Really good vehicle. But it got T-boned, so now it's been my parts truck. We've pulled almost everything out of it. I've got a bunch of stuff stored in it, my spare parts. You know, I got spare parts in here. I got spare parts in here in case we need them for something else. One of these days I'll scrap it out, but for now, it's just spare parts. Now we've got the 2005. This is a 2500 HD. This has the 6.0 motor. It is 4-wheel drive. It also has the 5-speed manual NV 4500 transmission in it. This is was an old farm truck. It doesn't have a straight body panel on it. Every single body panel has a dent in it. The bed's beat up. This was an old farm truck. But now it is our farm truck slash fire truck, because I set up this pump and tank in here so I can use this to water my garden, put out fires. If I'm doing a big brush fire or something, I could have this down there if I don't have a hose nearby. So it is 4-wheel drive, but the front differential is messed up in it, so it's actually only 2-wheel drive right now. It's a clunker. It always will be, but you know, it's just for puttering around the property here and doing things like that. All right, now we're to one of my favorites. The 1988 Chevy V30. This was the last of the square body 1-tons. This was a cabin chassis truck, so it's really the narrow dually. We've got this set up as an off-road wrecker for our little side business, Arkansas Off-Road Recovery. We don't really do much over there. I haven't made a video on that channel in quite a while. We don't get a lot of calls. We don't do a whole lot. I kind of built it partially just in case we needed rescue, but then we got a lot of friends and stuff and followers that have our number if they need us to come out. This has the 454 in it, the big block V8, and then it has the manual transmission. So this thing will just crawl, and it outflexes every other vehicle here. Obviously it's leaf sprung, solid axle front and rear. It's got the Dana 60 in the front. It is a beastly old truck, and I love it. All right, now that we're done with that one, let's go over to a couple of my work trucks. All right, so this is kind of my backup work truck for multiple guys. Most of the time it's me when my main one is down. But I picked this one up because I love short wheelbase, regular cab. I love these little trucks. This is a 2000. It has the 4.8 liter V8 in it. It's 4-wheel drive. It's got the leveling kit on it. Bill Stein 5100 shocks. It's got 305 70 16 tires, I believe. They're a little bit wider than what I run on the Suburban, but it's just got a lot of scratches. It's got bad paint, but it has no rust on it. It's just a super clean little, I say super clean. It's got like 70,000 miles on it. Lots of scratches, but it could be a really good restoration truck because it's got really good bones. It just needs some parts and pieces, but it's a good old truck. It's going to get retired one of these days and just be my hunting truck. It's kind of been up here at the house. I've been using it for hunting. That's why the bed's all dirty right now, because I actually finally killed a deer the other day. So we do have some deer meat now. But that's my little short wheelbase 4-wheel drive. I love it. And then this is my daily. This is the truck I work out of every day. This is a 1500 HD. So this has the light duty 3/4 ton frame. This has a 6.0 motor, automatic transmission. So it's 8-lug axles, all that, but it's not as heavy duty as the heavy duty. The frame actually transitions down to a lighter duty frame right behind the cab here. So this is a 2003, and it's super nice because I got a 6.5 foot bed. I have the crew cab, but I'm not an 8-foot bed, so it's not a massive truck, but it's a big truck. But I got the camper shell on here. I can haul all my tools back here. I got drawer system in here. Got the cab, so I got plenty of space. Super nice, and I can still tow with it. Got plenty of power with the 6.0 and everything. Good work truck. Then over here I got Old Faithful. This was my first truck ever. This is a 2000 GMC Sierra. It's an SLE. It's got the 5.3 liter. It's got a leveling kit on it, which this work truck does as well. This has the rough country leveling kit, and I think a 1.5 inch blocks on the back. Back's lifted a little bit. This has 2-inch blocks on the back. Got the leveling up front, 285 70 16s on it. Same thing on this gray truck. But this is my personal truck, extended cab, 4-wheel drive. This is what, you know, I drove in college and all that kind of stuff. I'll have this truck forever, more than likely. It needs a new paint job. It used to be beautiful, but it's a lot rougher than it was when I got it. About 250,000 miles on it, maybe a little more now. All right, now we are over to our 8.1 liter, 3/4 ton Suburban. This is a 2003. It's the LT. It's the 3/4 ton. It's got the 8.1 liter big block. This thing is a beast. It tows well. I love to drive it. I don't like putting gas in it, but it's a good looking rig. It's got a little bit of rust on it, but it's a good looking old Suburban. We might end up chopping this one in half and pairing it up with our other one to make it the Mega Burb. Haven't decided yet. This one's got a little more rust than I'd like to have on that one, but we might just cut those rockers out and replace it. But that is this one. It's got the leather interior, heated seats, all that good stuff in it. Pretty nice Suburban. One of these days, I want to go ahead and lift this one, and I've got an ARB bumper like that one to put on here, but we haven't got around to that yet. All right, now we are here to our Z71 Suburban in the camper. So the Suburban is a 2001. We've done, this has like the leather interior that the Z71s had. It's basically an LT package, and then you got the skid plates. We converted it to a 3rd row, a bench seat in the front, so we can seat 9 in here, which we're seating 8 people in it right now because we have 6 kids. So that's why we have a Suburban. This was the first big family vehicle we bought. We've had this Suburban for a long time. It started out completely stock, and we just slowly been building it up over the years. So we've got the ARB bumper on the front. We've got these knob sight lights right here, super bright. We got the Badlands 12,000 pound winch. We got a custom built light bar up there with aux beam lights on it that I built to go onto our baseline overland roof rack, which we have on here and on the camper. Super nice roof racks if you're looking for a roof rack for one of these. Heavy duty, comes all the way up here to the front. Really nice roof rack. We've got the CVT tent up here. That's the big 10-foot Expedition series. And then we have an older, a little bit smaller tent on the camper. We've got, this has the Kryptonite system on the front. So we got Kryptonite tie rods, upper control arms, lower ball joints. We're running Bilstein 5100 shocks all the way around. We got 285 70 17s. Those are 285 75 16s on those trucks. They have 16-inch rims. This is 285 70 17s on here. Cooper STT Pros, which are almost completely worn out. We need to replace. We're running some Napa heavy-duty CV axles that actually have some slip in them so they can adjust. Anyway, bunch of custom stuff on the front end here, which is probably all going to get ripped out soon and replaced with a solid axle, because I think we're going to have to go to solid axle, keep doing what we want to do with this in the long run. But we're running about a 2-inch lift all around. We're running the H2 springs in the back, so it gives us about 1.5 inches over the Z71 springs that were originally in it. I also have airbags in it for helping load this tongue weight and keep our lift up. So I'm running some airbags that are actually for a Dodge in it, but they help out a lot with keeping it level and helping it tow heavier duty. We swapped the motor out of this a while back, so this has the 6.0 out of that other Suburban. So this is a 6.0 half-ton, and we have the 4L80 transmission. So we pulled the motor and transmission out of that 3/4 ton Suburban. We put it in here, and it's been doing great for us. So that is this, our 2001 main Suburban that we drive all the time. Super good rig. It's got some worn out parts, but what old Chevy doesn't? All right, now we're to the camper. So this used to be a 2005 Chevy Suburban Z71 package. It was wrecked in the front end. I bought it to build a camper out of it. The front end was wrecked, airbags gone off, they totaled it out. Whoever had it before us, I bought it, ripped the front end off, put this tongue on it, and then we gutted the inside. This is completely converted to a camper. It's full of our camping stuff right now. So we just went on a trip, but it's got fan up here, ceiling. We got storage over in here. We got a bunk that folds down here. There's storage up here. The floor has all been leveled out, so there's storage compartments under the floor. We got fans, we got lights, we got a battery. Everything was gutted out of it. Spray foam insulated everything, and then went to building all our custom stuff. So that part's like a sleeping area, a storage area. And then back here, we've got our whole kitchen with our drawer system, all that kind of stuff. We got lights here. We've got a water pump down in here, so we can put our spigot in here in the side. We got running water. Underneath, I've got a 17-gallon water tank and then a 200 amp hour battery. And those are tucked up here in the old spare tire location with this heavy duty plate under them to protect them. There's a battery and a water tank tucked up in there. So that gives all of our weight, our cast iron, our refrigerator that's usually in here. We got a Dometic fridge, our battery, our water tank, every bit of that is back behind this axle, which helps drastically with the tongue weight. This looks really weird. I get all kinds of questions about it. Yes, it has a lot of tongue weight. No, it's not a problem. The Suburban is rated for 1,000 pounds of tongue weight. From the factory, this Suburban can tow 8,600 pounds. It has the 410 gears. This is no problem. This probably weighs around 5,000 pounds. I haven't weighed it, but it probably weighs around 5,000 pounds. It's probably getting close to 1,000 pounds of tongue weight. Eventually, I'll weigh it, but I don't know when that's going to be. We're running the same setup on this as a Suburban. H2 springs, Bilstein 5100 shocks, 285, 70, 17 Cooper STT Pros. We'll actually rotate them through the two. So baseline overland, roof rack, all the good stuff. This has been awesome. It's a crazy camper, but we can house all 8 of us in here and go camping about anywhere we want. We've drug it from all the way out through Texas, Oklahoma, all the way to Nevada, back down by the Grand Canyon. We've had it to Florida on multiple occasions. We've had an absolute blast camping out of this little setup with our family. So anyway, I had all these trucks here at the house, which is rare. I usually don't have this many at my house at one time. And I've actually got more work trucks in this. I've got a 5.3 regular cab long bed 4-wheel drive. We've got a couple more Yukon XLs. We've got a 2007 with the 4.3 liter V6. That thing's terrible. We've got more work trucks, but these are the ones that I happen to have here, the ones that I use on a regular basis. Some of them I probably need to get rid of. Some of them are just, you know, parts trucks or clunkers or farm trucks or ones that I'll fix and maybe sell. Lots of different uses for them, or uses that I will have for them. So one of the things that's kind of interesting about this is I could probably, the price that I've paid for all of these combined would probably still be less than one new Suburban right now. It might be getting close, but I could probably buy this many vehicles for the same price as one new truck or Suburban. And that's why I run old ones. All these are paid for. They've always been paid for. I paid cash for every single one of these, or, you know, I just paid for it outright. So I have no debt on any vehicles, which allows me to do some of the stuff that we do. And I'm not worried about if I put a dent or a scratch in this, because it's paid for. It's mine. I don't owe anybody anything on it. Now, I don't want to break it because I kind of need it, but I got some backups now, so it's okay. And if I need to, I could turn around and sell this 8.1 and get some money out of it pretty quick. Those are pretty desirable. So, yeah, actually, now that I think about it, every single one of these is 4-wheel drive, or was 4-wheel drive. A couple of them aren't functional anymore, but they're all 4-wheel drive. I have a problem. I probably need to get some counseling for my vehicle collecting addiction. But, yeah, that's my collection. I also have a 1999 F350 with a 7.3 liter Power Stroke. It doesn't work. It's junk, but it's got a good set of axles under it if I ever need the axles, so who knows what happened with that. Anyway, I'm rambling. I just wanted to go over this because I had them here. I thought some of you would find it interesting because you like these old Chevys. Those of us that have run them, we know how to work on them pretty good. We've put tons of miles on them. They're just good old machines. And, well, I guess I just have a problem. Anyway, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. And stick around, subscribe, and you'll see us dragging this thing off-road, out-of-state, in-state, camping trips, no telling what. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.